Hi guys, it's your girl B Michelle coming at you with a Dollar Tree DIY. So I'm building up this, I'm going to call it a vanity mirror, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, um, I'm starting by taking some of the craft sticks, and I'm also using these game pieces. That's kind of like the Jenga game pieces that you can get from the Dollar Tree. And I'm taking some of the craft sticks, and I'm putting two of the craft sticks. I'm taking the craft sticks and I'm cutting a part of the craft stick off. And then I'm taking the game pieces here, and I'm gonna build up, just trying to build up something so I can have the mirrors to stand up taller. So I'm taking some of the game pieces and I'm hot gluing those together. And I'm also going to take take the glue sticks. My goodness. I'm going to take the craft sticks here and place those on the outside just like this. And this is actually the look that I'm trying to achieve. Just trying to have something that's going to be more sturdy so I can have something to hold the mirror that's going to be more stable. And for the bottom piece, I'm just trying to build up some kind of support for the bottom. So basically, I took some more other Jenga pieces. I'm calling them Jenga. That's not the real name, but you know, the brand name is Jenga, but this is the Dollar Tree stuff. So I'm taking the little game pieces and I'm building up some kind of support for the bottom. So I'm so sorry that my hands are actually in the way, but you may can see a better shot of what I'm trying to do here. So basically I took two and put them across the bottom, and I'm taking another two and I'm putting the piece that I already built up, the Jenga piece with the craft sticks, putting it in the center, placing two on the bottom, hot gluing those two pieces together with the piece that's on the craft stick, and then I'm taking the two pieces and placing them on top. So I'm going to show the majority of this so you can understand what I did to build up this support. So this is how it should look once you build that support with what I'm trying to show you here. So you have two on the bottom, two on the top, and they're going different directions. And also, if you want to spray paint this, you can go ahead and do that before you place your mirrors on. I did not spray paint mine, but that's something I wanted to do. So if you want to go ahead and spray paint your pieces or paint them however you want to paint them, you can go ahead and do that. So next I'm taking some E6000 and I'm just placing it on the back of the mirror. I'm also going to use some hot glue, and I'm going to adhere the craft stick and the mirror together, and you just want to center it as much as possible. And yeah, make sure you center it as much as possible. I kind of rush through these projects sometimes, and I notice that one of mine is not centered properly. So but you do want to make sure that it's centered as much as possible. So that's all I'm doing here, and I'm going to show you the other two that I did too. So when I glued the other one of the other mirrors, I tried to make sure they were about the same height. So I kind of compared to get an idea to make sure that I was putting both of those at the same height. So for the middle mirror, I did this one slightly different. I took the craft stick and I placed it closer to the top of the mirror. I did leave some space for me to glue another mirror on top of on the back of that mirror. So I put this one further down on the craft sticks, basically is what I'm trying to explain. So I would have more support because I'm going to put 2 mirrors on this particular project here. So once I have that piece glued down, I'm going to take another mirror, and I'm taking the E6000, and I'm placing some E6000 on the back of the mirror that has the craft stick, and I'm just putting a layer of that, and then also going to follow up with a little bit of hot glue, and I'm going to glue another mirror on the back side of this mirror, so I can have 2 mirrors on, well, 2 mirrors, one on top of the other. So basically that's all I'm doing in this shot, and you do want to make sure that your mirrors are clean. And you want to make sure that you line your mirrors up as evenly as possible so that they will be straight. And then to hold these together, I'm going to use some of the clamps that you can get from the Dollar Tree, because this do need to set at least 24 hours before you try to move forward with using the E6000. You want to make sure that it's secure. So these are the clamps from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just using 2 of those to kind of help support the 2 mirrors, putting more pressure on the 2 mirrors so they can try to dry. And like I said, 24 hours at least before you try to move forward. So I just put those in there, and I just laid the mirrors down and just kept working. So for the elephants, I'm just taking some of the E6000 or Fix All, and I'm placing some on the feet of the elephants. They actually don't have individual feet, but I'm just placing it on the bottom, which that's supposed to be the feet of the elephant. Just placing a small layer of the E6000 on there, and I'm doing the front and the back, and I'm just going to place it in the center of the mirror. And you do want to let that cure for at least 24 hours as well. So I did the other 2 elephants the same way, and I just set them to the side so they can cure. And now I'm taking some of the diamond wrap. Since I did not spray paint my craft sticks and the little game pieces, I'm going to just cover them in diamond wrap. And even if you do spray paint your pieces, you can still use the diamond wrap on top if you like. And you can also use the hot glue in addition to the adhesive diamond wrap if you want it to stay more secure. So I'm going to connect the elephants. So I'm just taking some of the E6000, and I'm placing a dab of it on one mirror, well, on 2 of the mirrors. So I'm kind of have them at an angle, the 2 elephants that's sitting on the mirror. They're at an angle, and then I'm going to place one in the center that's going to be going forward. So I'm just taking some of the E6000 and some of the hot glue, and just showing you how much E6000 I have on there. And I'm going to take some of the hot glue and just squirt a dab of the hot glue on there just so that I can continue moving with this. But the E6000 does need to cure, so this project does take some time to do. It's a simple project, but it takes time just to allow the E6000 or whatever type of strong glue that you use to cure. So your pieces should look something like this once you have it all glued down. And I'm just placing them in the center. And so this piece here, I thought I had the camera recording, but apparently I didn't. But basically, I just took some of the foam pieces. You can pick these up from the Dollar Tree. It's some of the round foam pieces and some of the diamond wrap. I put some E6000 in between the 2 foam pieces because it's 2 in a pack, and I wanted it to have that height. So I took both of the pieces. I put some E6000 and a dab of hot glue in between the 2 pieces to adhere them together, and I put some E6000 and just a little bit of hot glue on the mirror, and I placed the mirror on top of the foam pieces. Then I cut out some of the diamond wrap, and I just wrapped around those 2 pieces. So next I cleaned my mirror, and just want to make sure it's clean of any debris and everything. And I'm going to glue the mirror that has two pieces together. So I did not go ahead and do the diamond wrap on this piece, but you want to go ahead and do that part before you glue it down to your mirror. That's going to make it easier for you if you do it beforehand. But if you have it spray painted and you don't want to do the diamond wrap, that's perfectly fine. So now I'm taking the E6000 and I'm placing some on the bottom on the wooden pieces, the game pieces. Just placing it on the bottom of the little piece here. And I'm going to place this directly on top of the mirror. I think I did use some hot glue. Yeah, I did use some hot glue just so I can continue working. But like I said again, you do want to let it cure. Anytime you're dealing with E6000 or Fix-All or some type of strong glue, you do want to give it time to cure. I did place the mirror towards the back of the round mirror piece because I'm going to sit another candle holder on top of that. And this part is optional, but I did sit it closer towards the back. So you guys, you know, I'm always thinking as I go. I never really have a solid idea. Most of the time I don't. I'm kind of just thinking as I'm creating. So I decided to use these candle holders here, and you can get these from the Dollar Tree as well. They do come two a pack. And I'm using those candle holders, and I'm placing some hot glue on top of the ears of the elephant, and I'm only going to place it on the two outer elephants. The one in the center, I just kind of dressed it with some diamond wrap to give it a more decorative look since it didn't have anything on the top. So just placing it hot glue and the candle holder on top. So the last step is to actually, this is optional. You don't have to do this at all if you don't want, but I just took one of the candle holders. Of course, it was already spray painted gold from a previous project. I probably sprayed more than I needed, but so I'm just taking one of those glass bowls. You can get these from the Dollar Tree. They come 4 to a set. And I'm placing one of those on top of the candle holder. I'm just using the hot glue. So this is the final look, you guys. I think it turned out pretty nicely. I don't have a name for this. I'm just calling it my DIY project. And you can place this anywhere throughout your home. If you want to place it on your vanity, you can do that as well. And you also can attach more mirrors to make the mirrors taller. If you wanted to do that, just like the centerpiece here, you can do all of the mirrors, double them up or even triple them, but you may want to build up more support on the craft sticks. So basically that's it. I did not glue down the candle holder in the middle. You can glue that down if you like, but basically it's just a little creation here. And you also can use the centerpiece, the middle candle holder, as a trinket tray. You can take the candle out, and if you want to place rings or any kind of jewelry or keys in the center of that bowl, you can do that. You just have some options here. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all of my new subscribers. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, if you'd like to do so, just hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to turn on that post notification bell so that you don't miss out on any uploads that I upload. And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your support. And that's all for now. And until next time, bye.